Mediocre Murad doesn't know how to perform good habits consistently. He wants to wake up early, he wants to do the deep work, he wants to journal, read, take cold showers, meditate. However, he never seems to be consistent for more than 3 days. He watches a video by Pablo on YouTube and thinks, this guy's a scammer, this guy's a liar, there's no way you can perform these good habits every single day for years on end. Meanwhile, exceptional Imran has been able to maintain the good habits consistently for years, never missing a day. He is able to instantly implement any good habit of his choice by following the advice of Sheikh James Clear in his book Atomic Habits. Exceptional Imran takes the young mediocre Murad and shows him the way. Assalamu alaikum, my bro. My name's Pablo and I'm a productivity coach dedicated in helping young Muslim men unlock their full potential. So alhamdulillah, over the past 16 months, I've been able to consistently upload on various social media platforms, and as a result, I've picked up many productivity tactics along the way. So whether you're an aspiring Muslim content creator, aspiring entrepreneur, or you may even be a student, I invite you to enroll in my free productivity course. Click the link in the description below. So for the majority of my life, I was doing the wrong habits, and so of course I reaped the consequences of those bad habits. Up until last year, this was my daily routine. Let's say I'd wake up late, check my phone, then I'd eat junk food, a fast releasing carb for breakfast, maybe toast, biscuits, cake, muffins, you name it. Then I'd go to school, university, and I'd always be on my phone, checking Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Furthermore, I was deeply addicted to video games such as FIFA, COD, GTA, Minecraft. So how do you think I fared with my grades? Do you really think I was able to make monumental progress towards my goals if I was getting these dopamine hits around the clock? 8 AM, 9 AM, 10 AM, 11 AM, up until I had to go to sleep. Do you really think I'd be able to sit down for 2 hours or even 1 hour of purely focusing on one task, like active revision, working on that essay, working on that assignment? But don't get me wrong, there was one period in my life for about 3 months where I was consistent in studying. I was doing active revision and practice papers every single day. But the only reason for this was that I was so motivated to go to a good university. I don't want to go to some joke man university in the Midlands. You see, the thing is, when I first started my self-improvement journey, I didn't really do many good habits. I'd still wake up late, eat junk food here and there, and doom scroll for hours. However, when I started to slowly incorporate specific habits into my daily routine, the quality of life improved drastically. When I started staying awake after Fajr and dedicating the following hours to something meaningful, I began to feel satisfied and contentment. When I started reducing my screen time, I began to feel this sense of mental clarity. When I started doing cold showers, it improved my mental health. You see, I always worked out. However, when I started to clean up my diet, I truly felt the effects of working out. Now that I've started meditating and journaling, it has reduced my anxiety, stress, and intrusive thoughts. When you incorporate these habits into your daily life, the quality and output of your work will significantly improve. The reason for this is that when you wake up early, you have a cold shower, you meditate, you journal, you eat clean. When you sit down to do that deep work session, it'll be so easy because you have no brain fog. So the first step is that we need to identify what are the daily habits that you want to do on a consistent basis. We need to recognize what are the good habits that will support your goals and what are the habits that could be good but don't actually support your long-term aspirations. You see, the thing is, we can all say, I want to eat clean, I want to eat healthy, I want to track my calories, but are you cutting, bulking, maintaining? You need to be specific about your goals so that you know what you're going to do. For example, I could tell you need to start reading books like Atomic Habits, Deep Work, but if you're trying to focus on, learning a high income skill, then these books won't really help you. Because the thing is, reading can actually distract you from the main task, and that is taking action by learning and refining that skill. Maybe you want to focus on your career. Maybe you want to become an academic researcher. It would be pointless to say you need to work on a side hustle, you need to start a business, you need to sit down for 2 hours and, make content, because that is not your goal. So therefore, it's essential to choose the right habits so that it aligns with your goals. Once we've identified the habits that we want to do on a daily basis, what do we need to do? We need to start doing them. However, the thing is, many people get it wrong when they first implement these habits into their daily life. You see, the thing is here, this is common between many people. People go extreme. They're like, you know what? I need to read 5 chapters. I need to do a cold shower for 10 minutes straight. This may last for a few days. However, eventually, that person will fall off the wagon. The reason for this is because after a few days, the motivation wears off. You can't be asked, you don't feel like it, and it feels overwhelming to, sit there and read 5 chapters, go in the shower and do 10 minutes of a cold plunge, or, sit down for 4 hours and do deep work. So what happens? You miss a day, then you miss a week, and then you miss a month, and then one day you wake up and think, you know what, I really want to do that good habit again. I need to get back into the groove of things. But what happens? You grab the book again, you read 5 chapters, and the cycle continues. This perpetual cycle of starting a habit, putting these massive expectations, and then falling off the wagon continuously happens. You see, the thing is, I'm not saying 5 chapters of a book is not good. I'm not saying doing 4 hours of deep work is not good. I'm not saying staying in the cold shower for more than 30 seconds is a monumental achievement. What I'm saying is that you need to lower the expectations when you first start doing that habit. Because the thing is, when you apply such high, standards to yourself straight from the beginning, it's a recipe for disaster. The reason for this is because before you can become that guy who meditates for 30 minutes, who journals for 10 pages straight, you need to first establish consistency in doing the good habit. But then afterwards, you can slowly increase the intensity. And that's what I do with everything in life. So the best way is to start off small. Read 1 page, meditate for 1 minute, journal a couple pages, do 10 minutes of deep work, open the computer and write 1 sentence, and you're done. You see, I used to do cold showers on a daily basis. I'll do 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and so on. However, after a minor health incident, I stopped doing them because of the frights. However, this morning when I was writing the script for this video, I was like, you know what? I need to get back into the habit of doing cold showers. So I told myself, you know what? Instead of, going there and doing it for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, because I may be motivated today, but tomorrow I might not be motivated anymore. So I was like, you know what? Just do 1 second and that's it. 1 second will be deemed a success for me. And that's what happened. So tomorrow, inshallah, I'll do 1 second. Then slowly over time, I'll do 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and so on. So by setting the bar to entry low, you make it easy to form that habit, because all you literally have to do is show up and do the bare minimum. And that's how you build a habit. The next step into making any habit stick is by stacking it with other habits. So this is the idea where you do 1 habit, say that's brushing your teeth, praying the salah, working out, and then you stack it with another habit. You do another habit afterwards. So for example, after brushing your teeth in the morning, meditate for 2 minutes. After eating dinner, read 1 page of a book instead of going on your phone. After you turn off your phone in the evening, journal for 2 minutes. The reason why this is effective is because it ties new habits to established routines. Because it creates a natural flow in your daily routine. After you brush your teeth, meditate. After you eat dinner, you go and read that book. It makes it extremely easy. Instead of thinking, when shall I read the book? When shall I meditate? You do it in conjunction with another habit that you're already doing. So instead of overhauling your whole day, changing every single aspect of your day, you just implement the new habits with already established habits. So for instance, one of the biggest examples I have of doing this is after I pray Fajr and do the morning adhkar, I go to my desk and do deep work and work on my business, on content creation, you name it. The reason why this is effective is because I combine an already established habit in praying the salah, fulfilling my religious obligations, with something that I want to do that will further my business ventures, and that is doing deep work in the morning when I'm fresh and have all this mental clarity. Another example of this habit stacking was when I tried to practice my driving last year. After work, which was 4, up until Maghrib, which was about 4:45, 5:30, I would practice my driving every single day. So from the minute I left work, I'd get in the car and drive up until it was time for Maghrib, which would be, as I said, 4:45, 5, then 5:30. And so I stack that habit with 2 things that I already do: leaving work and praying Maghrib. The reason why habit stacking is extremely beneficial is because it conditions your mind to do the next habit afterwards. So you pray, then you work out. You pray and then you do that deep work. You pray and then, you journal, meditate, whatever the case may be. Your mind wants patterns, and by habit stacking, it fulfills that need. The third step in making any habit stick is with visual cues. You see, recently I've come to the realization that visual cues are probably the most important thing regarding habits. I believe that many people aren't addicted to scrolling or watching certain things online or, eating junk food. It's simply due to the visual cues that trigger that habit. This is because these visual cues act like triggers. Our brains are wired to respond to what we see, and these cues will often bypass conscious thoughts like, I need to eat healthy, I need to stay away from my phone, I can't watch things online. Basically, in other terms, your brain sees that there's a piece of chocolate and it gets reminded, oh, I like chocolate, let me eat it. The thing is, you can have the most willpower in the world, the most discipline, but in reality, that visual cue will bypass everything. It will defeat all that willpower, all that discipline. This is because that willpower, that discipline, will slowly deteriorate and reduce with that chocolate in front of you. This is why a lot of self-improvement gurus will say, hide these things, because you won't be tempted to fall into the bad habits. So how does this look like? You put your book on your nightstand before you go to sleep, so it reminds you, oh wait, you need to read that book. Or it looks like this. You have your phone right next to your computer when you're working, so it distracts you. You pick up your phone and check Instagram, you check TikTok, even though you had to write a YouTube script. Or you have an accessible habit tracker on your wall right next to you. That makes it easy for you to start tracking your habits. Or for example, on your kitchen counter, there's digestive biscuits with, Lucozade. Of course you're going to indulge in unhealthy snacking. So basically what happens? There's a visual reminder, oh, we do this habit, let's do it. And the thing is, this is extremely powerful if used in the right way. Let me tell you why. So last April, I bought this app called Opal, and it blocks every single app. Any app you want, it can be blocked, and you can't access it for 5 hours, 6 hours, depending on what the limit you place on it. However, I stopped using it after a certain point because you could literally bypass it. You could put the app blocker on, and then you could delete Opal, and then you'd have access to the apps you blocked. So I used to block Instagram, TikTok, but I deleted Opal, and then I'd go on Instagram, TikTok and whatnot. So it kind of made it pointless. But nowadays they've prevented this from happening. You can't delete Opal. It'll just remove from your home screen, but all the apps will be blocked. TikTok will be blocked, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, you name it. So I reinstalled Opal. I was like, you know what? Let me start blocking apps because I don't want to doom scroll all day. I don't want to waste time here, there and everywhere. So I reinstalled the app and placed a time block where I could only go on TikTok and Instagram for 1 hour and a half from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. You see, before, the amount of times I would go on these apps and, check Instagram, TikTok for one more follower or one more like. However, nowadays, when I've put that block in place, I don't really have the urge to check it. Straight away, that kind of habit of checking my phone went away because I can't really go on TikTok, I can't go on Instagram, and when I can go on them, I need to quickly upload the video and bounce. Because in reality, if you don't have that visual trigger to go on Instagram, TikTok, you won't really bug out. You won't be like, oh, I need to go like some crack addict. You'll be like, I don't really care. It won't cross your mind because you don't get that visual cue to open the app and check Instagram and check TikTok and check this person, that person, see this like and that follow. Once you implement visual triggers for the good habits, you'll see how easy it is to sustain them. And once you remove the visual triggers for the bad habits, you will see how easy it is to not be tempted and go out of your way to do them. It's that easy. Finally, the last thing that will allow you to perform the good habits on a consistent basis is by tracking them. And the best way to do this is through a habit tracker. You see, such a small piece of paper with a few columns and rows can be the difference between you achieving your goals and you not achieving your goals. So firstly, when you have that visual representation of your habits where there's many ticks for waking up early, many ticks for doing cold showers, you don't want to break the chain. You don't want to miss a day. Furthermore, habit tracker conveys whether you're on track to achieve your goals or if you're not. It also gives you immediate feedback on your goals. Let's say you're tracking your weight daily. You write every single day your weight. One day it's 78.2, 78.1, 78. Then it shoots up to 78.5. You get immediate feedback. Oh wait, what did I do yesterday, or what did I do in the last few days for my weight to increase? Therefore, if you're not going in the right direction, you get that feedback immediately. You don't need to think, am I on the right track or not? You have a tangible piece of data that allows you to see whether you're going in the right direction or the wrong direction. Also, when you start adding to the streak, I've meditated Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it gives you that sense of motivation. You want to continue meditating because you don't want to break the chain. Added, as the streak grows and grows, you feel accomplished, creating a snowball effect of motivation because you don't want to miss a day. You don't want to put X instead of a tick for meditating that day or doing a cold shower or, reading that book. So this is my habit tracker. And on here, I have some things like uploading on TikTok, working out, eating clean, meditating, journaling, screen time and whatnot, and other things that I don't want to talk about. But I don't want to, check this habit tracker at the end of the month and it says, I missed 3 days of uploading. I missed 3 days of eating clean. I'm intrinsically motivated to just keep on going, get as many ticks as possible down the list. You see, I could go on for days about the benefits of a habit tracker. It's literally a game changer. It will change your whole life instantly. But I'll just leave you with one more benefit, and that is it reduces anxiety. How many times you're in bed at night and think, oh, I didn't meditate today, I didn't journal, I didn't read, I scrolled on my phone too much, I didn't upload, maybe because you forgot or you were too busy. Instead of trying to juggle multiple habits in your head, you just record it on a piece of paper and it's there. All you have to do is say, oh, I need to work out today, let me work out. Oh, today I need to meditate, let me meditate. Oh, today I still need to do my cold shower. Let me go in and have a 1-second shower. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Just track your habits and everything else will happen. At the end of the day, if you implement this step-by-step guide on any habit of your choice, you'll make monumental progress towards your goals. Remember, productivity is the path to your dream life.